Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripa tammaham vande paramananda madhavam. Okay, we stopped somewhere here. We are in the Vishwarupa Darshana in the 11th chapter, Shloka 29-30. Yatha pradiptam jvalanam patangah vishanti nashaya samriddha vegah tathaiva nashaya vishanti lokah tavapi vaktrani samriddha vegah. So as the patanga, as the moth, the night moth, flies to the burning flame, into the burning flame, enters into the burning flame to be destroyed, Nashaya, Samriddha Vegah, with increasing speed. The closer it is to the light, the faster it flies in. Tathaiva Nashaya, in the same way, for the destruction, Vishanti Lokach, all the worlds enter you, Tava Bhaktrani, your jaws, your tasks, Samriddha Vegach, with increasing speed. Lelihyase Grasamanach Samantat, Lokan Samagran, Vadanaich Jvaladbhich, Tejobhich, Apuria, Jagat Samagram, Bhasach, Tavograch, Pratapanti Vishnu. O Vishnu, you leak, Leli here says, leak again and again, or kind of consume, or leak with your tongues of fire, and gobble or swallow, grasamana, consume, samantat, from, so to say, from all around, from everywhere, from all the ends. Lokan, these worlds, samagran, which are in front, as it were. Vadanaich jvaladbhich, by the jaws full of fire, or by the burning jaws or mouths, you consume and leak with the flames these worlds from all around. Tejobhich apuria, all the Jagat Samagram, all the world is apuria, is you having filled with your light, Tejobhich, or with your blazing, as Sri Aurobindo says, blaze of thy energies. Bhasach, Tavograch, Pratapanti Vishnu, and your flames or your lustrous, terrible, ugrach, burn. Yeah? So fierce and terrible are thy lustrous, and they burn us, O Vishnu. So this is the vision of Vishnu, the destroyer of the worlds. And then 31 we didn't read. Akhyahi me ko bhavan ugra rupa. Tell me, who are you with this fierce, terrible form? Namostute devavara prasida, may be salutation to you, or surrender to you, or best of gods. Be merciful, prasida. Sri Aurobindo says, turn thy heart to grace. Stop being fierce and terrible. Vijñatum ichchami bhavantam adyam. I want to know, to distinguish you bhavantam adyam, who is without beginning, or who is the first one. Na he prajanami tava pravrittim, because I do not recognize, or do not see, or do not understand, do not realize is the better word, your pravrittim, your work, your also intention. I do not realize your intention. I don't know what you want with this form, destroying the worlds. So be merciful. I want to know you. I want to be part of you. I want to be friend of yours. After seeing this fierce form, there's hardly anything left for him, only to beg for mercy. He doesn't see this form only as destroying others. He feels everything, yeah? In his own body, all these destructions and all this fierce and powerful energy. So who are you, asks him, of this terrible or terrifying form, this form of fierceness? Declare to me who thou art, that who wears this form of fierceness. Salutation to thee, O thou great Godhead. Turn thy heart to grace. I would know who thou art, who wast from the beginning, for I know not the will of thy workings. I do not know your intention. Pravritti. Sri Bhagavan Vacha, and he answers to him who is Kalos me, I am the time. Lokakshaya krit pravriddhah, the time, the destroyer of the worlds. Pravriddhah, who has grown. I am the time spirit destroyer of the world. There is a huge statute for the destruction of nations. Lokan samahartum iha pravrittah. I begin, or I have an intention to destroy here, or to take back, literally, samahartum, these worlds, or these nations, these peoples. Ritepi tvam na bhavishyanti sarve. Even without you, ritepi tvam, even without you, they will not be. So I don't need to think about you yourself as the doer of this work, terrible work. Ye vasthitav pratyanikeshu yodhah. Those who are available, who stand here, avasthita, who are present here, yodhah, the soldiers, pratyanikeshu, in front of each other, in the fronts of armies. Those who front each other in these armies, available here, will not be nabhavishyanti. None of them, sarve, all of them will be destroyed. Tasmat, therefore, tvam uttishtha, you rise, stand up, get up. Yasholabhasva, achieve the glory, the fame. Jitva shatrun, having conquered the enemies. Bhangshvarajyam samriddham, Bhungshvarajyam samriddham, and enjoy the kingdom which is perfectly grown, or which is say. Sri Aurobindo translates opulent kingdom, rich kingdom, grown kingdom, perfectly samriddham, perfectly developed kingdom. Enjoy. Maya eva ete nihatah purvameva. By me, indeed, these are killed, destroyed before. Nimitta matram bahava savyasachin. And you, Savyasachin, be, or Arjuna, be my instrument only. Sri Aurobindo translates, do thou become the occasion only. Nimitta matram, only as nimitta, as the tool. Be my tool in this destruction. You do not destroy anything or anybody. It's me who does. It's quite interesting because Sri Aurobindo says the same thing. He says we think that we do something or something depends on us, as if we are in charge. But nothing can be done without sanction of the Supreme. He says even somewhere in aphorisms that even the hair from your head cannot fall without sanction of the Supreme. Even one hair from your head cannot fall without sanction of the Supreme. So what is there to worry about? So you can see in what illusion we live. We live in the illusion of free will, of that we do everything. And actually it is he who sanctions everything, all the movements of Prakriti. And she does the work. We do not know this. We think we do the work. If I don't go somewhere out, then I will miss the opportunity. But whether I go or don't go, it's already decided by Prakriti. And we think that it is we who decide. We think like this, that we will go, or we will do, or we will stop, or we don't like. It is Prakriti who doesn't like, who doesn't go, who stops us or pushes us to do something. This discovery is possible only at the highest stage of Karma Yoga. You remember? We went through the whole 6 chapters of Karma Yoga, where Sri Krishna says that the first stage is freedom from the fruit of action. Yeah, for the action you have right, but not for its fruit. Second, freedom from the modality of action. You will do only that, everything with the equal spirit, and not only that what you like, but everything. And then you will learn to see that actually you are not the doer, but the Prakriti is the doer. The nature does everything. Once you see that, you are free. Yeah, in our mind doesn't work, because in our mind we think that there is causal relations. If I decide, then that is my decision, that's why I do, or I decide not to, that's why I don't. But truly speaking, everything, the decision to do or not to do, is already made by Prakriti. And in our mind, we think that it is done by us. It's weird that we have no free will at all. By the way, free will comes only with the discovery of the psychic being, of the soul. Then we can see that free will is available to us. Then we can go against Prakriti. But before that, we have to free ourselves from Prakriti. Otherwise, our Purusha is totally dependent on nature. It is she who decides everything. And even when we are free from Prakriti, when we separate it our spirit, Purusha from Prakriti, we could see that it is she who does the work anyhow. Even with the sanction of Purusha, she will be doing it. Purusha only directs her doings. He only sanctions her proposals. She writes a project proposal to Purusha. Purusha says yes or no, and then she follows it. Sometimes she tries to be inventive, creative, and she does something that Purusha maybe doesn't expect or did not sanction. But then he corrects her movements. Sri Aurobindo says that will of Purusha, that power, is silent. It says either yes or no to the movement of Prakriti. She offers him like this, yes, and he looks at it and he says no, and then she drops. Or he looks at her and says yes, and then she engages totally in doing it. So here, Krishna is this spirit, Purusha, who already made everything. Prakriti already does it. She knows what to do. She knows that she has to smash all these soldiers, generals, people fronting each other. She has already a sanction of the Supreme. So whether with or without Arjuna, it will be done. That's what he tells him. It's already sanctioned. It's done. He saw already in the subtle plane everything what is already done. So killed by me already before, be my only instrument. Dronam cha bhishmam cha jayadratham cha karnam tathanyanapi yodhaviran. Maya hatan tvam jahi ma vyathishtha yudhasva jetasi rane sapatnan. Drona and Bhishma and Jayadratha and Karna and others, heroes and soldiers or heroes of the battle, Maya hatan, killed by me, tvam jahi, you kill now. You kill now those who are already killed by me. Mavyat hishtha, don't hesitate, don't tremble. Yudhyasva, fight. Jetasi, you will be the victor. Rane sapatnan, over the enemies in this battle. You are the victor. I already decided it. My sanction to the Prakriti, what to do. The whole scenario is already made. Now she will follow it to the letter. She will save Arjuna, destroy everyone. She will do everything as it was sanctioned. Only Arjuna didn't see it. In this time and space, it's not visible. The depth. We think that we live in the linear time and space, that this moment which came now was never there before or will never repeat itself. It looks like this from this embodied state. But from that deeper state, so to say, it doesn't go into this linear movement of time. It goes into the depth. And from the depth, you can see bigger portion of time, and you can see what was decided and what was realized already. So that is going to the depth of spiritual perception. So from that look, from that view, he already destroyed all these armies, all these great warriors. and offers to Arjuna to kill them who are already killed by him. I don't think you have anywhere such literature of this kind, yeah? With this kind of look and depth. Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya said, Etat Shrutva, having heard this, Vachanam Keshavasya, the speech of Krishna, Kritanjali Vepamanah Kiriti, he standing with his Kritanjali, with the Namaste gesture, Vepamanah, trembling, Kiriti, the one with the crown. That is Arjuna. Namaskritva, having bowed, Bhuya Evaha Krishnam, more and more to the Lord Krishna. Sagatgam, Bhitah Pranamya, bowing down or prostrating himself, full of fear and Sagadgam. Sagadgam means this trembling in his being, in his voice, or spoke to Krishna in faltering voice. Sorry, spoke aha, yeah? So namaskritva, having bowed, bhuya evaha Krishnam, he said more to Krishna, sagadgam bhitah pranamya, prostrating himself or bowing down to him full of fear and with faltering voice. Or sagadgam can be also with the heart beating very fast, with the trembling in the body. Yeah? So you can hear in this word sagadgam, gadgam. And so sagad gadam, sagadgadam. Sagadgadam means with this dig, something is trembling. Namaskritva bhuya evaha Krishnam sagadgadam bhitah pranamya. Arjuna Uvacha. Sthane hrishikesha tava prakirtya jagat prahrishyatyanurajyate cha rakshansi bhitani disho dravanti sarve namasyanti cha siddha sangha. Sthane hrishikesha tava prakirtya jagat prahrishyatyanurajyate cha Rakshansi bhitani disho dravanti sarve namasyanti cha siddha sangha. Arjuna said, Sthane, in the right place, in the place of Hrishikesha tava prakirtya, by your glory. It's difficult to translate because Sri Aurobindo translates with the take pleasure in thy name. Yeah? Jagat praharishyati, the world is rejoicing. Anurajyate cha, and takes pleasure in thee. Yeah? Sthane, in the place or in the instead of tava prakirtya, in your place, in the place of, I will have to look how to translate this sthane. It's locative from sthanam, place, but it can have different meaning. Composite. Nothing. Sthane, it's usually instead, place or roomstead with the genitive instead of. But here in this case it's something else. Sthane has to be supplied.
Is it part of a locative phrase?
No, look, proper in the right place, sthane, in the right place or at the right time. Yeah, justly. This is the meaning. Justly. So there is no right place or anything. These just words. Yeah, but sthane is in place, literally in place. Yeah, which can be also used in the right place. Yeah. Where is that? I lost it.
Verse 36.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, rightly or in the right place, or Rishikesha, by the your glory, the world is rejoicing and finding happiness. Yes. Rejoices and take pleasure in thy name. Tava prakirtya. Rakshansi, Bhitani, and the Rakshasas, afraid, scared, Dishodravanti, run in all directions. Sarve namasyanti, all are bowing down. Chasiddha Sangha, all the groups of siddhas, those who have siddhis realization. There is the whole class of siddhas in that world. Realized beings. All the realized beings are bowing down to you. And the Rakshasas are not bowing, they are running away. They are afraid of him. They have no time to salute the Lord. They cannot stand him for some reason. They have to hide away, they have to run away. Kasmacha nanameran mahatman gariya se brahmano pyadi kartre ananta devesha jagannivasa tvamaksharam sadasat tat param yat. How should they not do thee homage, O Great Spirit? For thou art the original creator and doer of works, and greater even thy creative Brahma. O thou infinite, O thou Lord of the gods, O thou abode of the universe, thou art the immutable, and thou art that in and what in and is not, what is and is not. It says misprint. And thou art that which is the supreme. Kasmat cha te nanameran. How they should not bow to you or surrender to you, O Mahatman, O great soul. Gariya se, to the one who is even greater Brahmanah, from Brahman. Pyadikartre, to the one who is the first creator. So you see, there is a problem with Brahman as a creator. So Brahman is viewed here in Vaishnavic sense as a smaller creator than Vishnu. Yeah. You are greater than Brahman, he says. There must be something important in this statement for that time. There could be some, dispute going on who is greater. Ananta, O infinite, Devesha, all the Lord of gods, Jagadnivasa, all the abode of the world, Tvamaksharam, you are indestructible, Sat, being, Asat, non-being, Tatparam, and that which is beyond. So you are being, not being, and that which is beyond both. You remember we spoke about this, that Purushottama, the definition is which is going beyond being and non-being. Here it is said directly. Thou art what is and what is not, and thou art that which is the supreme. Tatparam can be translated that which is beyond, but that which is supreme. Tatparam Yat. Tvamadi Purushah Puranah Tvam Asya Vishvasya Param Nidhanam Vettasi Vedyam Chaparam Chadhama Tvayatatam Vishwamananta Rupa. You are Adideva, the first and original Godhead. Purusha, the Purusha, the spirit, Purana, ancient, Tvamasya Vishvasya, and of this universe, Param Nidhanam, the supreme place of rest. Vettasi, you are the knower, Vedyam, and the one to be known, Param Chadhama, and the supreme abode, or supreme realm, Tvaya, Tatam Vishvam Anantarupam. It is by you that all this universe is being spread, O Anantarupa, or the one with infinite forms. O infinite in form, by thee was extended the universe. Vayur Yamo Agnir Varuno Shashankah Prajapatisthvam Prapitamahascha Namo Namastestu Sahasrakritvah Punascha Bhuyopi Namo Namaste. Namah Purastad Atha Prishtadaste Namostute Sarvata Eva Sarva Anantaviryam Anantavirya Amita Vikramah Anantaviryamita Vikramastvam Sarvam Samapnoshi Tatosi Sarvah. This is an ecstatic praise. Thou art Yama and Vayu and Agni and Soma and Varuna and Prajapati, father of creatures and the great and grand sire. Salutation to thee a thousand times over and yet again salutation, in front and behind and from every side, for thou art each and all that is. infinite in might, and immeasurable in strength of action. Thou pervadest all, and art every one. My head is spinning. When you read it, you have this, deja vu, some kind of, like you cannot find yourself anymore. It's really spinning. If you understand how words work, they really hit the consciousness. Though the language is very simple anyway. Vayu, the wind, the vital force. Yama, the lord of death, or the savior of the soul. Agni, the Agni. Varuna, Shashanka. Prajapati, Tvam, you. Prapitamahasya. Prapitamahasya usually is the grandsire, who is the Brahma, Prajapati, another name. Namo namastestu. Salutation be to you. Sahasra kritvach, thousandfold. Punashcha bhuyopi, again and more. Namo namaste. Salutation to you. Or this salutation can be translated as bowing down or surrender, total self-giving to you self-giving, thousandfold, 1,000 times, infinite numbers of times. When we give ourselves to this power, to the Spirit, we can feel that this is the way how He lives. This is His Spirit. His Spirit is self-giving. And if you do it, you can feel, you can join that presence of the divine, which is self-giving. Namah Purastat, surrender in front, Prishtatachte, and surrender from behind. Namostu te, be they surrendering to you, Sarvatah, from all sides, Eva Sarvah, Sarvata Eva Sarvah, or the one who is all. Anantaviryam, Anantavirya, or the one with infinite power. Amita Vikramah, with your strength is immeasurable. You are of immeasurable strength and infinite energy or power. Sarvam samapnoshi, you realize everything. You are totally gaining all out of it. Tatosi sarvah, therefore you are everyone. So there is some kind of more details to it. Yeah? You realize everything totally, therefore you are everyone. You have some questions to this? Most probably not. Lynn, you wanted to say something?
Oh, I just am copying the last part of the sentence here. Okay.
My head is spinning. I have to stop a little. Really, totally spinning like head. Zing, can't see the page. Such a pleasant spinning. Sakheti matva prasabham tad uktam. He Krishna, He Yadava, He Sakheti, Ajanata, Mahimanam Tavedam, Maya Pramadat, Pranayena, Vapi, Yachavaha Sartham, Asakrito, Asatkrito Si, Vihara Shayas Asana Bhojaneshu, Vihara Shayasana Bhojaneshu, Eko Athavapya Chyuta Tat Samaksham Tat Kshamaye Tvamaham Aprameya. For whatsoever I have spoken to thee in rush, vehemence, thinking of thee only as my human friend and companion, O Krishna, O Yadava, O comrade, not knowing this thy greatness, in negligent error, or in love, or for whatsoever disrespect was shown by me to thee in jest, at play, on the couch, and the seat, and in the banquet, alone or in thy presence. O faultless one, I pray forgiveness from thee, the immeasurable. This is a breakthrough to a deeper sense, to a deeper soul, which is already doesn't care about all that pride of Kshatriya, all that what we carry. It wants a direct and innocent contact with the Supreme. It wants to remove all the obstacles. It wants to remove all those, karmic consequences which were created from the past. It doesn't want to know them. It doesn't want to know oneself like this. It wants to deny oneself and to stay with the Supreme. Sakha iti matva, having thought that you are the friend, prasabham yaduktam, whatever I spoke in rush, without thinking, He Krishna, O Krishna, He Yadava, O Yadava, He Sakheti, O friend, Ajanata, having not knowing, not realizing Mahimanam Tavedam, this greatness of yours. Maya Pramadat, from my bewilderment, Pranayena Vapi, or with my affection. So whatever the reason, either from stupidity or from love, whatever, with joking way, I spoke to you, or I was, stupid. Yet, cha, avahasartham, or for the sake of belittling, or for the sake of joking about you. Asakrito, see, when you were not respected. Vihara, in the playful place, in the play. Shaya, in the sleep, in the dream. Asana, in the sitting. Bhojanesho, during the food, during the enjoyment, or during eating. In all these states, sleep, food, sitting, or playing, in all the states, I could disrespect you in some way. Eko, ekach athavapi machyutach tatsamaksham. Alone, or ekach, alone, being alone without anybody. Athava, or Tatsamaksham, or in front of some others, or Achyuta, or Krishna. Tat kshamaye, I beg your forgiveness for that. Aham aprameyam. Aham kshamaye, I ask, I beg forgiveness tvam, from you. Aprameyam, or immeasurable. I think we can stop here for today.
I was going to say, share a special moment. Yesterday, there was a concert, War Requiem by Benjamin Britten, and it was composed for the rededication of Coventry Cathedral, which was ruined in World War II, and that took place in 1962. And it was also in honor of World War I. So a very elaborate production, over 300 musicians, and this is in not a very large town, but well done, and beyond most Western music in attempting to get here. Not quite to Bhagavad Gita, but even though done as Catholic Mass, went beyond that. So sharing with all of you 100 years from the end of World War I.
Right. And that's why they meet in Paris. We are not, we are connected to Paris now, right now. Yeah? All of them meet in Paris for this celebration of 100 years. Even Trump is there, even Putin is there. God forgive me this mentioning his name, but he's also an instrument of the divine, most probably running away from seeing his. If he will see his form, they will run like Rakshasas. But Macron, and he's very strict with Putin. He didn't want him to meet with Trump in Paris during these days because he said it will belittle the celebration of 100 anniversary of 100 years of the end of the First World War, which was severe, which was one of the worst. Was probably not worse than Second World War, but yeah, similar to it. Interestingly, that we are also here in the war, in the Gita, yeah? Again, smashing and destroying soldiers, and but look what happened to the whole world of the Second World War. What a disastrous war, but what a flourishing, what a development, yeah. In few decades, everything developed, grew up. People became free. The democracy got established. Of course, it is again challenged and again, and so on and so forth. But Sri Aurobindo beautifully speaks about this in the Human Cycle, about the ideals which Europe brought, to this individualist age. So this individualist age is actually the creation of the West, based on Greek freedom of perception of reality, that you have a freedom of inquiry, you can figure out the denial of all the spiritual, all this kind of religious dogma, and following only your own mind and vital. So the West created a new paradigm where every individual is valued, and it was such a high price we paid for it. 2 world wars for this very thing, to value every individual as equal. Now, whoever you are, you can be, Negro, Arab, any nation, you will be valued, because your life is valued as everybody else. Of course, we have forces which are dragging us back, but still, this ideal is already established. It is accepted as a norm, which was never the case. So for that, we had to go through this terrible time. Similar with Kurukshetra. When he was asked at the end, why did he have to kill everyone? Here he shows that he killed everyone, killed them whom I already killed. And he says that my task was very difficult, and it was impossible to establish new dharma in the world, because everybody was so much engraved into the old way of understanding things, what is right and what is wrong. By the way, the whole scene with Draupadi showed us immediately what that world was. When Draupadi was made a slave from the queen because her husband Yudhishthira lost his game in dice. He lost her in the game of dice, and from the queen she was made a slave, and they pulled out her cloth in front of the assembly immediately, in one moment to moment, from queen to slave, because of dice game. This was the old paradigm. And that Sri Krishna came to destroy. How can you destroy it? Really? You have to make this massacre. You have to kill all those heroes who support this paradigm. They believe in it, in their hearts. Now, if the world is so bad today that we must also undergo this terrible cleansing, because the people are not seeing the truth, they are not looking for it, then of course it will take place, another war. Putin is ready to start it anyhow. He said already in his interview that that the Russians will go to heaven, to paradise, and the rest will die without paradise. And there are many comical comments about this from Russia. Russians say we don't want to go with him into paradise. Let him go alone into the paradise.
Yeah.
We but rather stay in hell with other people than with him in paradise.
Oh. It is almost as if Putin wishes he were a fundamentalist preacher in the United States.
Right. You have your own Putin, yeah? Well, your Putin is still civilized in a way. He was, of course, he has problems with his money, where his money is coming from the same source. Yeah? But otherwise, he's just a normal outcome of this creation of this United States. Not so bad. He's not KGB agent. He's just a normal person. The KGB is more sophisticated, speaking one thing, doing the other. You never know what is true in his whatever he says. He will speak very sweet, very soft, jokingly, like like nothing happens. But you should not trust him. All right, shall we stop here? Yeah. I will close with mantra.
I just want to tell you in advance the first Monday in December I will be traveling, December 4.
Okay, you told me, yes, I remember.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santo Niramayaha Sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Namaste.